family, James Hadnot, Nia Simone, getting you caught up on SIAC Media Day. Last year was a phenomenal year in the league. Miles reaching the mountaintop and defeating Clark Atlanta in the championship game. Miles this year is picked to finish 4th in the league, and Nia, Clark Atlanta was picked to finish 2nd overall. You talked with Coach Keaton about what to expect this upcoming year.
Coach, what has been the biggest growth you've seen from your team so far this offseason?
I think they're learning how to win. They worked hard in the weight room this year. They've done a lot of great things in the offseason to get them better. They're working on their mental conditioning part. And we got 22 other guys that's going to be joining us in transfers of 31 total. So, the biggest improvement is probably the quarterback. So we're excited about that.
Nice to meet you. Tell me about your decision from transferring from Jackson State to Clark Atlanta. Why Clark Atlanta football?
For me, it was all about opportunity. I just wanted to go to a school that threw the ball and then allowed me to, just play my game, throwing the ball, running the ball, being done.
Coach Keaton told me they practice on off-season mental toughness things as well as physical toughness. And of course, new season, new faces, and a new QB.
Yeah, no, I'm super excited to be here for Media Day, especially because it's our 3rd year here covering the SIAC and covering some really fun teams.
It's incredible to just see the hunger in these coaches, these athletes, a lot of new changes, new players, new coaches that came in. So it is going to be an exciting season, and I'm looking forward to it.
With Chris Good, head coach at Miles College, and coach, you're in your 1st year at the helm of the college. And so I wanted to ask, why now? Why was this the perfect fit for you this year?
It was just one of those things that, over the years, doing post-grad and arena and going to NFL camps, and I decided I wanted to do it. Opportunity came, and I said, how many times you get to be a D2 head coach, and I took it.
Exactly. Of course, you guys were the hunters last year. Now you're going to be the hunted. So how do you take advantage of that, knowing you're going to get everybody's best shot?
Just going out each game just like last year, do the same mindset, and next game, the best game, because it's the next game.
Now we look forward to the 2025 preseason player of the year on offense, Isaiah Knowles, and he plays for Albany State.
First, I want to give all glory to God. I'm a Christian, and I wouldn't be here without him. Second, it's truly an honor, but I think it's just a testament of how good of our offense is. We have the best O-line, got 3 receivers who had 500+ yards and 7+ touchdowns last season, and they're all returning. So you got that with a great running back room, tight end room, and even quarterback room. It's just on.
The Golden Rams were picked to finish 1st in the conference this year, and they've been very close to winning an SIAC football championship. I talked with Coach Quinn Gray about what it's going to take for them to get over the hump. When you bring back so much talent, right, there's so much expectation. So how do you help them temper those expectations, even though you want them, of course, when things win up?
They'll understand first day of fall camp that don't understand because the work that we have to put in is going to be tremendous. Because they have to understand that each and every week we have to play at our best because we're going to get everybody best. And when you're picked to win, that's a testament to really the experience that you have on the team, the things that you've done in the past. What it really means to
Of course, we're going to see Albany State later on in the year, but we get things started with Fayetteville State taking on an SIAC opponent in Benedict under 2nd-year head coach Ron Dickerson Jr.
Coach Dickerson is excited for his stacked defensive team, and that is including preseason defensive player of the year, Ty Patterson. Coach, what's going on?
How you doing? Good.
Good to see you again for another year.
Yes.
Okay, so Coach, you're heading into year 2 at Benedict College. What are some growth or adjustments that you've seen from the program since taking that?
Just going day by day and write down the mistakes that you have, write down the positive things that you have, and correct the mistakes. So many people want to dwell on, we were successful here, we did this and that. But if you don't overcome the adversity, if you don't learn from mistakes, you never get better. So that's the thing that we worked on, just doing a little things better.
Listen, congratulations being named the SIAC preseason all-defensive player of the year. Tell me, what emotions were you feeling when you first heard about this recognition, and does this add more fuel to your fire going into week 1?
Definitely more fuel, but it's like, I still got stuff to do, like the job not finished. It's just a preseason where I appreciate it. I appreciate the words, the publicity I'm getting, but I still got to put the hands on the play football.
So. We have Tuskegee.
Yeah, that's going to be a fantastic matchup, and it's a big one because it's going to be the first ever night game in Tuskegee University history. Of course, they have such a long story program.
Tuskegee is crazy. It's crazy and exciting. That's the best way to explain it. The fans, they out there an hour and 30 before the game even start, before the team even get there. So it's definitely a momentum swing when we play at home because of how crazy. The first night game, I feel like that's gonna be the most crazy game. Just on the fact it's the first night game ever in Tuskegee. So I'm ready for that.
And Coach, last year, of course, 2-8 overall on the season, but it was your first year as the head coach. And so really wanted to ask, what did you learn from year one?
Well, we learned that we got to be consistent, and we had to have a little bit more discipline. And the reason why I say that is because we lost 4 games by less than 6 points. We lost the shootout to Fort Valley, 40-49. So we were right in a lot of those football games. We just got to close the deal. And that's why I say about discipline. What I mean by discipline is making the right football.
Coach, first year here at Fort Valley State, some big shoes to fill, but you came over from Purdue. Lots of experience you're bringing over. What are you looking to really elevate this team and this program?
Talk about big shoes. I got big shoes too, so I'm more than willing to fill those shoes that was left by the previous, institution and coaching staff. Like I said, coming over from free, have a lot of experience. How to win. Know how to win the right way, build those teams.